Hey guys, welcome back. This is LHC Review. I'm Dylan.
I'm Colt.
This is our guest Ryan today. Today we're smoking Fumari's Double Apple out of a 5-hole Egyptian bowl and out of the can we have been smoking out of. We're also using a Kaloud Lotus. Colt's going to tell you more about that and let me take over from here.
Alright, so the Lotus, as he said, it's a metal construct bowl topper. It requires no foil for your bowl anymore, which is actually really nice and can save you money in the long run. It is a bit expensive. It ranges from anywhere from $50 to $65, which is kind of a lot if that's what you're thinking, but if you're a hookah smoker like us and smoke every day, I recommend it. I know Ryan here uses it every day, and how do you like it?
I absolutely love the Lotus. It saves on tinfoil. Over time, I definitely save money buying the Lotus compared to buying roll after roll of tinfoil. It's perfect for heat management. It definitely brings out a better flavor in your sheesh, because you know when you smoke coals, you get that. Sometimes you get that gnarly coal taste.
Yeah, you get the ash taste in there. Yeah. What is nice about the Lotus is it does have the heat management screen on top. It's got 3 small areas that you can actually move the top of it to, just like this, to where it moves it for better heat management to contain your heat of the coals. But one thing you don't want to do if you do get a Lotus is it has to warm up, and you don't want to throw it on a burner or a hot plate. It will explode and crack it, and you will basically have wasted all your money on it. So today we are actually using the Lotus with Fumari's Double Apple. Now, Fumari's Double Apple is a really nice thin-cut tobacco leaf with a lot of juice and a lot of flavor in it, and puts off a really nice cloud. And Dylan right now is going to tell you a bit more about that.
Alright guys, Double Apple. Not a lot of people like to smoke it unless you are an everyday hookah smoker. It tastes like black licorice, as they say. It has a harsh taste to it, but also it could work with beginners if you mix in a little bit of guava or say a lemon mint. You know, I personally like it myself. It's one of my favorites out there actually. I would smoke it every day, on the hour, every hour, all day, 365 days a year, 24/7. I would give the flavor about a 9.5 to a 9. I personally like it. Like we said, Fumari's are very juicy, so it contains its flavor. Holds it for a long time. You will be able to smoke this bowl for a while. Ryan, how did you feel about the Double Apple?
Admittedly, when I first smoked it, we were in Vegas smoking out the Knuckla Double Apple. The black licorice definitely got to me, but since we've been smoking this session, I'm definitely starting to enjoy it much more than I was in the beginning. It is a very strong. The apple is definitely more like a subtle add-on to it, but I mean, it's definitely a flavor that grows on you, and I definitely smoke it again and again and again.
Yeah, Double Apple does have a lot of that licorice taste, or some of you might say a taste of Jaeger. It does have sort of that taste to it. It's really enjoyable if you are a hookah smoker that has been smoking for a long time. It's not something I would recommend, like Dylan said, to start off for your first one. You want to start off with something fruity, such as like Fumari's Prickly Pear, White Peach, Island Papaya, or White Gummy Bear. Those are really good fruity flavors to start off with. And another thing we're going to talk about today in this video is hookah etiquette, because I know this happens a lot here at our lounge. People walking up and lighting their cigarettes off the coals. That is a big no that you do not want to do, and it's very disrespectful to a lot of us. I mean, you come up, you light your cigarette off our coals, it taints the bowl because we do get a little bit of that cigarette flavor in there, of the burning paper and tobacco, and it's not pleasant, and ashing in the ashtrays. It's just not something you want to do. It's just really disrespectful.
Like you said, very disrespectful. We kind of put up with it here. We don't really like it. If you go to certain other hookah lounges, you will immediately be kicked out. Or if somebody's really serious about their hookah and really does not want you to do that, it could cause problems and eventually end up in a fight or something else.
Yeah.
So just avoid it.
Yeah, we don't want fights. Just please do not light cigarettes or ash in people's ashtrays off the hookahs, okay? But back to the whole Fumari Double Apple. The flavor, I would rate it about an 8 to a 9, maybe even a 9.5. It's got a really nice tone to it, but it's something that you don't want to start smoking on. For the Cloud, I'd rate it about a solid 9. It does have a nice cloud. It's good for those smoke tricks you guys want to do. It's just nice and enjoyable for those people who are cloud chasers like us. So what do you think about it, Ryan?
Like I said, I definitely like it. I'd rate it probably about an 8, 8.5. The clouds are really nice, really thick. The flavor's really strong, really good. It smells absolutely amazing. I definitely love it.
What are your takes, Dylan?
Like I said, I love it. It's not a beginner. I would focus more on fruity flavors and building up, you know. Some people get into hookah for a day. Some people get into it for 2 days. Me personally, I've been into it for 10 years now. I know Colt's been into it for about 11 to 12 years
Yeah,
also.
about 11 or 12 years.
So, I mean, combined we have 22 years experience. So, you know, we're not just talking out of our asses, you know. And this is for people 18 and up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cuss just a little bit.
Excuse the language if you are offended, but yes, we're not talking out of our asses when we say that we have over about 22 years of experience in smoking. And especially with Ryan here, I know Ryan's been smoking for a while too.
About 5 years, so.
Yeah. So, as we said,
And again, when you rip a hookah, it's not like this.
Oh, I think this one was for a Ryan
It
Miller.
goes like...
And he is not ripping it or sucking the hose that hard. It's the draw on it giving the full potential, Ryan Miller. I know you commented on one of our other videos, and we're not trying to diss on you right now, but if you were an actual hookah smoker, you do not rip it as so-called a bitch. You actually take it down to your lungs and blow out a fat cloud. But as we said, I'm Colt.
I'm Dylan.
I'm Ryan.
And, you know, follow us on Facebook at Neon Lounge. Look us up on the internet at www.neonlounge.com. Follow us on Instagram at LHC Reviews. And also look us up. Our page on googleplus.com is LHC Review, where we will give you the lowdown on new things coming out, new products. And also might be throwing in some surprises in there, too. So once again, I'm Colt.
I'm Dylan.
I'm Ryan.
And we'll talk to you guys later.